Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence, and today I have something truly brilliant for you. I'm going to show you how to make a lancing mess. Never heard of it? Well, it's the lesser known cousin of the Eton mess. So, as I show you how to make this delicious dessert that you can actually enjoy all year round, sit back, relax in that chair of yours with a cup of tea in hand, putting your feet up, and enjoy this episode. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm sure that most of you watching are familiar with the famous Eton mess dessert. The dessert that to most Brits encapsulates summer in a glass. If not, after this episode, learn how to make it by viewing episode 47 on the channel. But I digress. Today's dessert, created within the walls of Lancing College, another famous school rivaling Eton, consists predominantly of meringue and cream, with the fundamental differences being the adoption of bananas and nuts instead of strawberries. The preparation of a lancing mess is simple and straightforward, and of course, very, very rewarding. Oh, okay. So, with all that being said, allow me to introduce the ingredients to you. For today's Brilliantly British lancing mess, you will need some bananas, a lemon, some dried bananas, some egg whites, powdered sugar, fresh heavy cream, and this is where I put my twist on it because I cannot resist the combination of nuts with bananas. I'm going to be adding some cashew nuts, but I'd also recommend some peanuts. That's it for the making of the lancing mess. But hydration is really, really, really important, guys. I say this all the time. So waste no time, don't delay. Make yourself a nice cup of tea so you can sip on that whilst you cook. I said this before in the Eton mess episode, but I'll say it again here because I know some of you will have forgotten. Please, when you're about to make your meringue, make sure that you are using metal or glass equipment. Please do not use anything made of plastic, rubber, or silicone. These things, no matter how well you clean them, tend to hold on to grease, and grease in the end will prevent you from having the best possible results when you make your meringue. Okay, with that being said, the first thing I'm going to do is pour my egg whites into my large bowl. I'll then follow that with my freshly squeezed lemon juice. It's from half of a lemon. I'll then whisk both of those ingredients together, giving the meringue time to unfurl and relax a little before gradually dusting in my sugar. You want to gradually add the sugar, otherwise you risk knocking out all of the air that you've worked hard to put in thus far. With the egg whites whipped up to stiff, glossy, deliciously sweet peaks, as I shall now demonstrate, now would be a good time to switch on your oven and begin preheating it in preparation for the next step. To portion out the egg whites for baking, you can either bake them as similar sized clouds as you can see on screen now, or alternatively, bake the egg whites spread out over a paper lined tray no thicker than 2 to 3 centimeters. In with the meringue, cook your nuts for 30 minutes before leaving them to cool off on the side for later on. The meringue, mind you, will need to be baked low and slow for 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then, once cooked, the oven should then be switched off, with the meringue left to cool slowly within the oven for best results. The meringue has cooled and it should have this wonderful crust, and when you flick it or tap it, it should have a hollow sound to it. The next thing to do now is to cut a portion of it because, the portion of meringue that I've got, that you've got in front of you, if you followed the recipe exactly, will be more than enough for several lancing mess portions. You'll just need a portion of it, and then that portion that you cut off of it, you'll need to cut into small pieces, bite-sized pieces, because ultimately this is going to be one of the crucial elements giving your lancing mess the texture that you want it to have. I'll now peel and chop up a banana. And just like that, we are at the point where we are now going to assemble this amazing, delicious dessert. The first thing I'll do, I'll mix together the lightly whipped cream with the meringue. And then in this glass, I'll then put a layer of my meringue cream mixture. First, I'll then apply a layer of the chopped bananas. I'll then apply another layer of my meringue cream mixture. And then again, another layer of bananas. And then the final layer of cream and meringue. Now, you could stop here, but look, here on the Brilliantly British channel, we like to take things a step further. So take this dessert to the pinnacle of excellence by adding some crushed dried bananas, followed by your roasted cashew nuts. And then in your glass, in your chalice, you will have perfection. The lancing mess has been made, and that leaves us with one more thing left to do, namely tasting. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna grab myself a spoon and I'm gonna do a 3-second countdown, and I'm just gonna explain to you how great this Brilliantly British dessert is. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. For me, this is my personal opinion, which you should trust. This is better than an Eton mess. Really. I mean, there are so many more textures here going on. That's not to say I couldn't revisit an Eton mess and improve the one that we did on this channel, but this, for now, is the best of the two messes. Unequivocally, it's creamy. You've got the textures of the meringue coming through. The banana, for those of you that love banana, this is for you. I go weak at the knees with anything that has cashew nuts or peanuts in, and combining bananas and nuts together. Those flavors, honestly, are a match made in heaven. This dessert is something that you can enjoy with friends, family. It's just great, period. So guys, look, please make this dessert. Thank you all so much for allowing me to show you how to make a lancing mess. Knowing that you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button, and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone you know about the Brilliantly British food on this channel, and follow us on all of the social media platforms that this channel is on, and I will see you next time. That leaves us with one more thing left. I'm out of time, like my hands are just... Take this dirt